what I came across when I was putting all this together was something I termed the moon matrix. The first section to the moon matrix is crucial to understanding how this can work. The moon matrix is a broadcast frequency coming from the moon, which is in effect being hacked, can be hacked. It is already hacked to the human body computer and the virtual reality universe in general, and created a sub-reality. That's why I say about those lunatics that worship the moon are stupid, because the moon is artificial intelligence. The moon is a satellite, Anyway, virtual reality. In this virtual reality, if they knew what the moon is, they wouldn't have wasted their time doing these rituals. But knowledge is a pyramid, and on level, we see the moon as a base construct, as a weight on everything else in this reality, as it is the moon. But I would say, because I think this is going to become more obvious as the year passed, I would say the moon is actually not just what we talked about so far and what we told. It's an interdimensional portal, which is entities and energies can come out of the reality through this one, and the means of entry, its position, so perfect. If you read for David Icke, you will understand. But in the position relating to the moon and to the sun, the position is perfect in front of each other in creating this sub-reality. I'm saying that this frequency is a broadcast from the moon and have created a sub-reality, which is we are constantly decoding, and with the genetic manipulation of a humanity. So why they described by the ancient was to take this body computer and tune it in, connect it in to this frequency range I'm calling the moon matrix. This is a new age concept of monopoly. This is the word, the structure that we are experiencing. It's box occurring round and round in a limited world. And I'm suggesting that we are being massively influenced. In fact, we have been turned into a hive mind by these broadcasts, which are holding us in a sense of limitation to the point where it operates as a default mechanism. Soon as you start to awaken, if you don't keep it going, the awaken, and you stick with it, then you default and fall back, because the pressure of this moon matrix is pushing into this tiny sense of limitation. But we're not limited. So what virtual realities do is that they basically hijack the five senses and get them to decode the information and the computer game and take it into reality. I'm saying that this moon matrix is done exactly the same, and it is part of the how planets take over in this way. The five senses has been locked into something else, and we're decoding a fake reality. Basically, we are connected to this symbolically, which is a hive mind, which is why we are so herd-like, we are so like cattle. When people are going, well, stick with me, the layers will go on, there's layers to it, but what I'm talking about is the fact of this base vibration from the black holes goes through this cycle, and it elicits different information, different photon from which is we decode, and the reality change, and we go from different epoch to epoch. And this moon matrix has hacked in to that photon energy stream and has done what that Chinese authority done to the computer system in China. They have stopped them accessing a vast amount of virtual reality universe that people used to access before. Now, if you want to know, this is fantastic. We can see things that are not really there and not see things that they are there. This is the new scientist. This is the new scientist. We can access and see things that are not really there, but we can't access to see what is really there. Frequencies, all frequencies are filled like mobile phones. Suddenly, for the first time, scientists can see connect with a radio wave from galaxies that they couldn't before see. Why they couldn't do it before? Because we were watching the freaking television. See, the moon was not people on earth. There was a time, if you go back to the ancient and you read, there was no moon. Suddenly the moon came on earth and people start trembling for it. They don't know what it is, but it is an artificial intelligence. And let me to tell you what's weird about it. Why can you see only the light side of the moon? Nobody can see the dark side of the moon. You go all over the world, the moon never rotate. Why? The Russians went up, tried to dig a hole to put a nuclear bomb inside it, to bomb it, because they discovered that there is a very hard metal inside of it. When they put this bomb and they did the explosion, the moon kept ringing like a bell, like a church bell, for more than 30 minutes. And then another beings showed up. What the fuck are you doing? Take your samples and go back to Earth. The matrix, the moon matrix, is everywhere. It is all around us, even now, in this very room. We can see it when you look at your window, or when you turn on the television, when you go to work, when you go to church. Even the spell work that these ignorant witches do, that to blind you from the truth. Like born with everyone else in a bondage prison. They don't understand the mechanism and how far deep it goes. But when you understand, you overpower the vibrational prison, that by becoming conscious and becoming, when we vibrate beyond the moon matrix with its frequency range, when we vibrate in a high vibration frequency, we will become above it. We will see behind it. These lights break out of this perception prison. And we said, bloody out, why I didn't see this before? Because you were there down, constantly decoding the moon matrix. And it's not about figuring out the 3D and the moon matrix and all these conspiracy. Vibrate higher than it. It's fundamentally affected human behavior and human perception, because the moon is affecting the earth. Oceans affect the earth. It affects the ocean in the earth. The water is affected by it, so that we become back to be importance of how it's fundamental affecting the endocrine system, which is the chakra system that connects us to the part of the third eye. It affects the hormones that we secrete, and which fundamentally affect your behavior, your health, your perception. No one bloody matrix. It fundamentally affects this. The pituitary of the pineal gland that give us the sixth sense ability to see beyond the five senses. And what it has done, it has shut down too many people on purpose the third eye, which is in our previous predomination mode, we perceive vast areas of realities. Why do you think they call us crazy? Or they put PTSD or ADHD and they call us all these names? Once you start, once the fundamental effect of perception of time of the pineal gland, definitely you're gonna look crazy to the rest because you're gonna see a lot of things beyond your five sense. It's the monarchy. Like here in the Middle East, they are a joke. Like everyone knows in the world what's going on except these lunatics here. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, if the Rothschild and the Rockefeller and those top 13 families, they couldn't stop outside what people are on about. What are you doing, you lunatics community, stone old epoch age, that you are a laugh to the world? You're a laugh, you're a joke. Even your tactics are old stone age that doesn't work, yo. You still full of drunk spell and witchcraft at the age of Aquarius. Are you dummies? You don't understand energy and frequency. They don't understand how it works. And they wonder, why it's not working on him, it's having a backlash on us. Dummies! You can do it on sleep people like you, not like us. Yes, you can see in sections. But there's always that dummy. There's always that dummy, that egotistical. There's always that dummy that destroys himself and everybody else. There was a massive economic depression. And the guy come alone with his tool in his back and he's walking around in America and trying to find a job in the building or in the street. The buildings, Wake up, people. Wake yourself up. You think they are hitting our economy? They are making our life miserable. All this. Do you believe this economic crash? Do you believe this country is one of the most richest country in the world? But do you know what its problem? The people are ignorant. The people are still living in the 50s and the 60s and the 40s. Look at the news, yo. Look in the stories. The same slogan, yo, that my great-grandfather used to suffer from. Wake up, people, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Unite and raise your vibration. Because if you're gonna continue like that, there is no continuation of life. Even for those that in high places, that are in authority. Don't you have children? They won't have children. God damn it, we are in the age of 8. Everything goes back around and hit you.